Hey, in this video, we're going to look at the press up and we're going to look at different ways of making it a little bit easier if you don't yet have the strength to do a full press up. And we're also going to look at ways of making it a little bit more difficult if you're able to do quite a high number of press ups already. So first up, just a basic press up. So we're going to start with hands underneath shoulders. Now we're going to look to get the core set, so belly button sucked in, glutes squeezed, rib cage down, not letting it flare, don't let the hips sag. Here, you're going to look to go down, elbows not wide out, they're kind of tucked in about 45-degree angle, down as far as you can, ideally touching the floor, still a tight core, and drive up out of it. That's our basic press up. So if you're not quite there yet and you don't quite have the strength to do that, we're going to look at two different ways of looking to develop that strength. So the first one is an isometric press up. So what I need you to do with this one is get into a normal starting press up position. Then we're going to look to go down to a position where it's challenging for you to hold, but where you don't lose core position. Okay, so your hips aren't sagging through, your lower back's not overextended. Then we're going to look to hold here for as long as possible. Okay, so that might be 5 seconds, that might be 10 seconds. What you want to do is you want to just keep challenging your posture and position. So once you get comfortable and you can hold it for, say, 15 seconds, let's then look to go a little bit lower the next time and build that back up again until you're at 15-second hold, and so on and so forth, until you've kind of strengthened the whole way through the range of motion. The second variation is a negative press up. So in this one, we're going from the top of a press up all the way to the bottom, and you're fighting that movement the whole time. So we're starting here in the top of the press up, and we're just going to start descending. Now, when it gets tough, and when I say tough, I mean when you get to a point where even when you're pushing up, you're still going down because you don't have the strength to actually move your body upwards, we're going to start counting to 5. And for that entire 5-second period, I want you to be pushing as hard as you can. And you're still going towards the ground, but you're driving your hands into the ground, you're pressing, you're trying to go up, but gravity's winning. Okay, it's really important. So you get the benefit from a negative press up that you do that. So it's not just that you're slowly lowering yourself under control. It's the fact that you're getting to a point where you can't push up out of the press up, but you're trying to, and you're trying to for 5 seconds. If done correctly, these are really effective at building strength in the press up motion. And you should only be able to do 3 reps of them before you're pretty fatigued. And in between sets, you're going to look to take maybe a couple of minutes rest just to let your central nervous system recover, to allow you to then do another high quality 3 reps. Okay, so that is 2 ways of trying to develop strength in the press up. Now, say you can already do press ups and lots of them, and you want to make it a little bit harder to get a better strength stimulus out of it. We're going to look at the banded press up. So just take your band of choice, flip that over the back, and get your hands through. So again, good. So it's just hooked over your thumbs. Just bring it down into a press up position, and everything else still applies. So tight core, glutes squeezed, down we go, press up as fast as we can. Couple of seconds squeeze at the top, back down again, fast as we can. Okay, and then the last one we're going to look at is a progression towards a planche press up. So this is the cool press up you see calisthenics experts doing, where they do a press up with their feet off the ground. So I'm not going to ask you to do that today, obviously, but we are going to take some of the same intentions from that exercise and look to put them into your press up. So as I explained at the very start, normally our hand is underneath our shoulder in a press up, but if we want to increase the difficulty, all we need to do is just bring our hands back a bit so they're closer to the hips. So instead of here, my hands are going to be back here. Okay, Okay, and now my weight is actually more forward and my shoulders are in front of my hands. And then from this position, we're just going to go down in a controlled manner. You'll feel this in the shoulders a lot more, as far as you can. Drive up out of it. Keep that lean. Don't let your body weight shift back, that's making it easier. Shoulders stay in front of the hands. Drive up. So that's a planche push-up. Really, really effective. Essentially, the closer that you move your hands to your hips, the more your body weight is sent forward and the more challenging it will be. So what you want to do is find somewhere that is tough for sort of 5 to 8 reps and sort of work on building up strength in the planche press up from that position. So give them a try. Let me know how they go. Which ones do you like? Which ones are hard? Which ones are easy? And if you have any questions, just let me know.